Wagwan and welcome to the Tuesday tattoo with me, Tap My Keep. I'm at home today, so I just thought I'd do a quick review video. I'm just gonna go onto Instagram and have a look, see what's going on. I've just typed in new tattoo and we'll see what we get. Hopefully we get all the good quality stuff that's gonna inspire us and less of the stuff where we're like, you need to stop tattooing. Here we go. Sorry, not so. Old school tats. My mum's watching me get tattoo rather than getting her. That's pretty funny, but that's not what we're here for. Let's have a look at this. Stolen Clothing. Everyone's heard of Stolen Clothing. They're a massive brand now, and they've got some of the best tattooists working for them. Obviously it's sick. Really good use of the negative, high contrast. Looks awesome. New tattoo time lapse coming soon. I'm guessing that's the time lapse of that being done. Yeah, nothing much I can say about that. Let's have a look at this. But it's just an advert video, innit? Look how good I am. And he is pretty good, to be honest. Them tattoos look sick. It's always hard to tell how much someone's edited photos to make them look like that. A good indication when you're watching stuff like this is look at people's clothing. When I take pictures of tattoos, you find that you look at my t-shirt now, it's black, but you can still see how light hits it and it doesn't look super black. And when you look at stuff like this, you look at people's clothing, especially if they're wearing black clothing, see how black it actually looks. And if it's the darkest tone of black, they've edited quite a lot. On this, on some of them, he's edited less than others. You see on the, is it all, not that one? See, that's very black, so he's pumped up the contrast quite a lot on that. But on that one, you see how the top of the t-shirt, you still see the light shining a little bit. He's not had to edit that one as much, I don't think. But it's awesome, isn't it? Really good work. Very high contrast style, which I love. The blacks are very black, the lights are very light. It's quite solid saturation to the point where you find that sometimes if it's not been saturated much, the whites don't stand out, but the whites really stand out on that. That's really cool. All of his work looks really good. Steve-O Tattoo. I'm just gonna scroll and see if I find anything that interests me, because I spend a lot of time looking at tattoos and I like stuff that jumps out at me. That's a bit trippy, isn't it? That's a healed photo and it looks really bright, doesn't it? Patrick Cat Art. Looks really cool. It's not. I'd quite to see why they wanted something like that. I wouldn't want something like that, but I look at it and think, it's like, I don't know, it's like jewellery, innit? You look at it and you think, that's cool, but you wouldn't have, they might have a meaning for it, but you wouldn't know, which I like that. Let's move on. Next, these things. I keep on seeing stuff like these things. I don't know what they are. If anyone knows what they are, comment, tag, because I've got new Labubu tattoo. Like, it's tattooed really well, but I don't know where this kind of things come from, what it's associated to. It looks a bit like he's got 6'9" teeth. It's really well done. Right, the saturation's really packed in there. Doesn't look like it's damaged the skin. You see how it's gone red? I think that's back of the knee at the top. That's just the sensitive bit of skin. And it probably was the last bit they did. So it's a little bit red, but looks absolutely solid. It's cool. Bit weird, I don't understand it, but it looks really cool. I like anything that's tattooed. I seem to like anything that's tattooed where they've got a tattoo on something that's tattooed. I quite like it. But here's it by Sweet and Offbeat. Really cool. She's got absolute tons of followers, but she looks like she's really good. Yeah, solid work. Oh, that's a hard thing to pull off. It's hard that is like, that's a tattoo I'd love to see healed. Loads of light colours, loads of white, but it's beautiful. Right. Keep on oh no. What are you doing? For me, I don't care if you're family, friends, partners, wife, husband, you got a fresh tattoo, let's just keep them separate, you know what I mean? Let's not be touching each other when you've got a fresh tattoo. I know technically the tattoos aren't touching each other, and he's using different bits of tissue for each person, but you know, I'd avoid that. Don't be doing that. Sky tattoo. I don't need to look at any more at your work. Alright, next. Let me know if you're like tattoo from. I suppose this is quite generic type thing. You see a lot of this kind of stuff. My work looks alright. It's solid. It's a bit scratchy with the shading, but a lot of people are going for that style at the moment. It's just I've got no interest in it. You know what I mean? I've seen that much of this kind of stuff where it's a lot of lettering, a few items, and it's not something I like the look of. Now this is really cool. Harrison tattoo. That is really cool. It's a good balance between the dark background and the light bones. You've not overdone it with the white. It's just highlighting bits that need highlighting, and he's left a lot of it. It's not just carried on going with the white. Just put it specifically where he wants it to be. With him like shading from under the chin, that it's pushed these collarbones out. Really cool. Fills the whole space. None of this, let's do a tiny tattoo. That's the space. Let's go for it. Quite intrigued to see what he's gonna do on the other side. It's definitely gonna be one of them, a full sleeve project. Can't imagine he's gonna stop there. Sometimes I worry with people when they do rib cages and where it's in such a visible place. But the way he's done it is very graphic, sharp lines, really cool. I like that one a lot.
By the end of the week, boys. By the end of the week, boys. We're gonna get there. 100%. This is the week.
100,000 what?
By the end
$100,000. I don't get it.
Boys.
Next. Not interested. I'm not reviewing Fine Line because I got a friend who does a lot of, that's mostly what he does. And last time I said anything about Fine Line, he was like, fuck's sake, you had to do Fine Line, didn't you? So I'm gonna avoid that. So you're welcome. Now that's cool. I like this style where it's not Fine Line. I don't know how you describe the style. I describe it by saying it's like a woodcut. Have you ever seen a woodcut print? Very much like that. And it's cool. Dead bold. It tells you what it is. It's not like none of this, oh, there's hidden things in it. It's there to see. No messing about. Now, I'm not a religious person, so I don't take offense to anything that some people might deem as satanic. I don't care. But it's, I think there's something about satanic type tattoos which I feel like a lot of people who have them aren't religious either. They don't believe in Satan and all that kind of stuff. I think what they do is they're just poking religious people who can take offense to it. So I try not to poke people in general because no one likes being poked. Well, most people don't like getting poked. But I'm not here to offend. What's this? Mandalas. Mandala done not very well. Yeah, no, not reviewing that. That just looks like squiggles. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be lightning or tree roots or some kind of weird fire. Yep, no, wouldn't do that. Especially, I try and avoid tattooing people's hands if they're not heavily tattooed. I see it as a job stopper. And if you have a bad tattoo on your hand, the worst place to have a bad tattoo, hands, face, neck. If you have a bad tattoo there, you can't even cover it with clothes, so don't do that. Search like this a little bit more. Just try and find something that I'm like, wow. See, the tongue can be tattooed, but if there's any point to it or not, it's hard to be seen. Like, tattoo numbing cream. Has she numbed her tongue? And why is she practically naked to get her tongue done? Is this just an advert? Yeah, that's enough of that. Mike Hallows and Brandon Herrera. Sick. But they've edited it, or the filter they've used on it is very much... Look at that background space, it's so black. And the tattoo is as black as it. It's not in the realms of reality. And by the looks of it, it didn't need to be taken out of the realms of reality with the photo and video. They didn't need to edit it this much because it looks awesome. And I feel like they do this purely for social media. They edit it as good as possible so it looks really good for social media. But it looks like an awesome tattoo. I don't think they needed to go. Look, the black in the tattoo is as black as night. And as the leg turns, half the tattoo that's shaded looks as black as night. So you can tell they've edited quite a lot. And it looks cool. I wish people would just give out an actual, I want a photo in the daylight, just been cleaned so it's not got loads of shine on it. And that's the kind of photo I want. I know they do this because people look at it and go, that's awesome. But I think it don't need all that. Maybe people just do need that kind of thing because people live in this world of TikTok and YouTube and social media that you need to hoodwink people. You're not lying to them, but you're not telling the whole truth. And it's an awesome tattoo. I just wish they'd take a picture where you can actually see the tattoo properly. Next, is this gonna be a disappointing one? Tattoo reveal. Yep, it's gotta be a disappointing one. I had this idea for a while. Feels like this is gotta be an idea for a while, as generic as possible. Let me fast forward it. Oh, so he's not actually even got it inside. It's definitely classic white tiger. Let's see if it's on his, oh, it's tattoo day. So let's follow it. Here we go, here's the reveal. The snake looks cool. The tiger's got no contrast. Like, it just needs a background. Could have been better. Not that it's a bad tattoo, I've seen a lot worse, but it could have been better. Let's go back, let's carry on looking. Let's find something that's wow. See, this isn't wow. Oh, it might be. Wait for it. India tattoo. It looks good for a black and grey sleeve. Very high contrast. 2 days back to back. Looks good. Detail is there. The blacks are black, the greys are soft, blends are smooth. Really cool. Good job. I'm not doing a review video on people's reviews. I'm an island boy. Jesus Christ. Fine wine, they're generic. This seems to be the new, what defines great people or famous tattoo people, is this kind of stippled shading where it takes forever to do and they just stretch out time. And this is Splash Tattoo Mag artist Kazim Tattoo. The work looks solid, but I like the effect of the shading. I just think, I'm not sure if it's worth it. For me, just, and if you want, you could get a similar effect by just putting a mag on and it'd take 2 minutes to do what he's spent probably 15 minutes doing. So I see it as a bit of a, I'll put more effort into work, I'll take longer to do it to get similar results of for doing it quicker, if you get what I mean. Like, I don't know, if people want to sit in the studio and me take forever to do their tattoo, that's cool, we can do that, not a problem. But I look at it and think, I need to get, I'm trying to complete the tattoo without taking forever, because people have only got so much staying power in them. Most people can get tattooed 2, 3, 4 hours, but the longer you go for, the worse it gets. So if you turn in, say, a 6-hour tattoo into 8-hour tattoo just by doing this, you're just stretching out your work and making out that you've done more work. But I think these quicker, more effective ways of doing this, I do like the way it looks, I do like the way the final product is, but it's just the time. And if you just learn how to use a mag properly, you could shade it. It wouldn't have that kind of dotty speckle effect, but it'd be smooth. Next, inked New York City, NYC, and 5 others. See, this kind of thing's like epic, innit? Like, I look at this work and I'm like, that's really good. And there's a few artists who I'll look at work like this and I'm like, it's awesome. Very few people who do this kind of stuff though show healed work, or you very rarely see it. I bet it looks good still, some of it, but white, doing that much saturation with white, yeah, I have to see it healed. It's that simple for us to know how that, like, that's a lot of white in that top. Or has he even done the white? I can't really tell, or is that just, he's used the whiteness of that guy's skin? Let's have a look. I'm guessing it wasn't that long ago. This guy's predominantly a black and grey artist. Does bits of colour now and then. But I suppose he uses opaque grey a lot, which is, it's not that much different from using colour. Looks like a real solid work. Where is he? Yeah. Pro team. Sick. Let's carry on searching. Yep, this looks like a terrible idea. This is gonna stay like that. It looks alright. Now, I can guarantee you, in a couple of weeks after that's gone, I can't see that lasting at all. There's no solid line work to hold it together. All the line work's super fine, super light. It's like she's used a really light grey to put it in. Yeah, that people are gonna want stuff like this, and it's just gonna be like, no, just don't do it, because it's just, that is never gonna heal well. It's gonna look like you got chicken pox or something in a couple of weeks. Yep, don't do that. Yeah, what this? Looks solid. Not sure about that. It looks like the skin has pushed to its max. Like, might have pushed it too far. I'd like to see how it heals, if it's gonna need any touch-ups. It looks really good. The black's super black. Very, very contrast. I like the orange and the reddy oranges. Yeah, that's cool. But it's always a case, I'll see in healed work, because all tattooists are taking these photos, me included, to show how good we tattoo, but the final product is like 2 weeks after you tattoo, but you're gone then. And we get a chance a lot of times to get you back in once it's healed, so you can actually see how it looks. And when we do, it'll be like, sometimes can be 2-3 years before I see someone again that I've done something that I love on, someone that I've done something that I loved doing. And it's good to take pictures then as well, but I feel like we all kind of, our work to look as good as possible, and we don't want to see. It's to explain. I think we're using people's tattoos as marketing to show people what we're capable of. But without seeing the work healed, you 100% know what you're capable of, because the final product, and we've done customers as well, like to take care of the tattoo once it's been done. Like, and there's only so much advice we can give on tattoo aftercare for people. Some people follow it down to the T, and some people will go outside, take the cover off and start touching it with dirty hands. Like, to put trust in you that you're going to take care of our art that we've put on you. Because I always see it as every customer that leaves the studio with my work on, that is my next advert. You are my work, and you're going into the world and you got to show all your mates, and if it heals bad, it reflects bad on me. People will never look at a badly healed tattoo and go, did you take care of it? They'll say, oh fucking hell, they've butchered your skin, they've done this, they've done that, and you'll go, yeah, it ages to heal, blah blah. We can't never fight our corner in that situation because we're not there, you know what I mean? So it can be quite frustrating for the tattooist to take pictures. We have to take pictures at that point. That's where we have to take pictures. It's the time they look the best, because you're not having to look through the skin to see it as well. Like, obviously you tattoo when you puncture in the skin, so the ink's still all the way through the skin. Once it's healed, you've got a layer of skin over the top of that, and our skin is not 100%, you know, it's not see-through, it's not totally see-through, it has pigmentation in it. So when fresh, the ink's not had a chance to be pushed out or absorbed through the skin, or the skin that grows over the top of it is not there yet. So it always looks best when it's healed, when it's fresh to when it's healed. But some customers are so good at taking care of the tattoos that they still look absolutely awesome once it's healed, and some people really don't care and they're just eager to show it off and stuff. Good, but I wish people had a bit more patience with the healing of a tattoo. Yeah, well, that's it for today. That's a little review video. I'm not a big fan of doing these type of videos. I'm not a very judgmental type of person. Like, I'll tell someone if someone's not good, and I'll tell someone if someone's amazing, but I find it much more easy to tell people when people are amazing. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if this is the type of video that people want to watch or not. Some people just want to see slating videos where it's just like, this person's rubbish. But I'd rather be constructive in what I say. So if I do see something which is not good, I'd rather like talk to them personally and be like, this is what I see when I see your work. This is how I think you can change to get better. I'd rather be like that kind of person than be like, you know, online and be like, no one should go there, no one should go to him, or no one should go to them. Like, it's that type of person. Unless someone's, I don't know, I suppose I would be if someone was doing it to me. I'd be like, I'd take criticism on board quite well. Unless someone was like, no, you should never go to him, try and like hurt my reputation. I'm not about that. But anyway, that's it. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. Comment what you think about the tattoos that I review. Comment anything you want, and I'll comment on board. Alright, see what happens. Laters.